Hello friends, I am back. Today we discuss a very important topic of web designing, cascading style sheets. It is used to add formatting and styling to the HTML documents. You can use it to style, color, or size the text or to set background image or position of the text. Each style property has a name and a value separated by colons. So the syntax is tag name, then you give style, and you have property separated by colon, and you give the value. So we have three types of styling methods. The first is inline styling method. In this, we will place the style attribute directly in each element in the HTML code. To show you an example, if we want to change only the color of the heading to red, then we have to give h1 style is equal to, in double quotes, we give color and red. So first is the property name, and then you have the value to it. And then you write the content and close the heading tag. To show you an example which describes this in detail, let me show you this web page. So in this, if you want to design this using inline CSS, how would you do it? See, first is the title. If you go here, see chemical equations. This is the title. So title is always given in the head portion. Then coming on to the body portion, if you see the color of this web page is light blue. So the property for that is background dash color. So in order to set the background color, you have to give background dash color. So this is the property, and then this is the value, and both are separated by colon. Then if you see the style of the first heading, so see, this is in the center, background color is red, and the font color is white. So coming on to how do we write it using inline CSS, we have to write h1 style is equal to background dash color red, which means the background becomes red for this heading. Font color is white, so the property for font color is color. And then to bring the text in the center, the property is text dash align center. We have discussed about text properties in my separate video. Please go through it for further details. Then we have H2. So for the subheading, what is a chemical equation? The color is brown. So how do we give it? We start with H2 tag, we give style, and then we give the color. Color is the property for font color. So we give color colon brown. Write something and close the tag. Then coming on to the paragraph tag, again, the color is red and font size is 20 pixels. So depending on how big or how small I want the text to be, I define the size of the font. So the property is font dash size, and then you give the respective value, how big or small you want it. Now coming on to the P and U tag, we have discussed this in the previous video. If you want to bold and an underline tag together, like we have it in chemical equations, you have to make use of both the P and U tags together, close it till wherever you want. And for italics, you have to use the I tag. See, symbol comes in italics here. Now coming on to the chemical equation part. So for making use of the sub tag, it is used for putting the text in the subscript. As you see, for chemical equations, this is widely used. I separated with BR because if you see, it is in the next line. So BR means a line break, and then for putting the text in the subscript, you make use of the SUB tag, and you can write any kind of chemical equations through it. Then you have the HR tag. As you can see, it gives a horizontal line. So depending on how thick you want, you can define the thickness here. And then depending on how you want it solid, dash, dotted, you can give solid because my line is solid. And then the color. Now width, I give 25% because I want it to be very small. If I change the size here, I make it 50%, for example, you see it covers 50% of my page. So depending on how big or how small I want it, I can change the width. So more on this in my upcoming video on borders. I'll be discussing all this in detail. Please watch out. And if I want the text to go in the right-hand side, if you see presentation by student name, it is in the right-hand side. So the property again is text-align and the value is right. And then you give the font size. Now I give PR because I want presented by as student name in separate lines. And then I give I tag to make it in italics as is shown in the page. So through this, I can make a web page with different styling methods. So inline styling is a place where you put the style attribute directly in each element in the HTML code. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.